here we are simplifying expressions, and so we have one monomial times a polynomial minus a monomial times a polynomial. So the first step to solving this problem is we need to first distribute out the monomial, and then distribute out the second monomial, and then perform the subtraction. Okay, so let's go ahead and work on the first polynomial. It's going to be 3 times 5 is 15 x squared, and then we got 3 times 2 is going to be 6x. 3 times negative 4 is going to be negative 12. So this is our first polynomial, and we are going to subtract it by the second polynomial. So x times 7x squared is going to be 7x to the 2 plus 1, right? And then our next one is going to be, and notice here that I am multiplying by a positive x, right, when I distribute out, and I'm keeping this a minus sign. You could distribute out you could distribute a negative x out to each term in the polynomial, in which case this would turn into a plus sign, right? But I chose here to distribute a positive x to each term in the polynomial and keep that sign minus. Okay. All right. So the next one would be plus 2x to the 1 plus 1, and the last one would be negative 3x. All right. So let's go ahead and rewrite our polynomials so they have the correct powers. It's going to be 15x squared plus 6x minus 12 minus 7x to the 3 plus 2x to the 2 minus 3x, parentheses. So since this is a minus sign, I'm going to go ahead and do the subtraction, right? And so how do we do that? Well, I'm going to go ahead and rewrite this expression with my 7x to the 3 out here. Right? Notice here that there is no x to the power of 3 in our first polynomial. This is why I'm putting it out here in this column. And then I have my plus 2x squared plus 2x squared. Make sure that they line up in the same column. And then I have my minus 3x. And I do not have a constant. Okay. So now I am going to do a subtraction here. So it's 0x to the 3 minus 7x to the 3. That's going to become negative 7x to the 3. And then I have 15x squared minus 2x squared. That is going to be 13x squared. And then I have 6x minus a negative 3x. Here we have two minus signs, so it's going to become a positive 3x. 6x plus 3x is going to be 9x. And then lastly, we have a negative 12 minus 0. It's going to stay negative 12. Okay. So this here is our answer, and I will put a box around it. All right, let's go ahead and work on number 4. And it's the same problem, just different. We first need to distribute out the monomial. So what are we going to get? 15t times 10y to the 3t to the 5. It's going to become 150. Y to the 3, t to the 6. And here I'm adding t to the 5 plus 1 to get my 6. The next one is going to be 15 times 5, so that's plus 75 y squared t squared. And here I am adding the exponent t to the 1 plus t to the 1, right? So 1 plus 1 gives me t squared. And so I'm going to take that, put parentheses around it. I'm going to do a subtraction, and I'm going to distribute out a positive 2y to my polynomial. Okay. So 2y times t squared is going to be 2y squared t squared. And I'm going to do plus 8y to the 3, parentheses. All right, so we went ahead and distributed out our monomials, and we have two polynomials. Now we're going to do the subtraction. So I'm going to make sure that I put the like terms underneath each other. And so we have a like term here, right? This 2y squared t squared should be right under the 75y squared t squared. So I'm going to put a 2y squared t squared. And then I'm going to put the plus 8y to the 3 right here on the end. Plus 8y to the 3. And so the operation we're doing on this polynomial and this polynomial is a subtraction. So we have 150 y to the 3 t to the 6 minus 0. That's just going to be 150 y to the 3 t to the 6. I have 75 y squared t squared minus 2 y squared t squared. So these are like terms. They have the same variables with the same powers. So this is going to become plus 73 y squared t squared. And then I have 0 minus 8y to the 3. So this is going to turn it into minus 8y to the 3. And so now that we're done, we want to make sure we write it in standard form. So we want to make sure that we have our powers in the right order. This y to the 3 should be right here in the middle, right? So it should be 150 minus 8 plus 73. So let's go ahead and rewrite this out. 150 y to the 3 t to the 6 minus 8y to the 3 plus 73 y squared t squared. And I'm going to go ahead and put a box around that.